Could there be a universe where sharks were the ones who had gone extinct and we instead had T-Rexes roaming the Earth? Short answer, no. Long answer, here is how sharks outlived dinosaurs. Let's dive right in. We all know there was a time when there wasn't a single human roaming the Earth, or any of the animals we're used to seeing. Instead, the ancient beasts we know as dinosaurs held dominion over the world. Yet, when a mass extinction wiped nearly all life on Earth towards the end of the Cretaceous Period, sharks were left unscathed. In fact, they came out better on the other side, which makes them a lot scarier, because what's stronger than a dinosaur? To understand this, you have to understand how long sharks have been terrorizing the oceans. Fossils date back to over 400 million years ago. In fact, the earliest shark scales were found 425 million years ago. The earliest shark teeth are around 410 million years ago, which is from the Devonian period. The earliest scales from shark-like chondrichthyans, which is a group of fish that include both sharks, rays, and everything in between, are about 440 million years old. This means sharks predate dinosaurs too. This means they have also survived multiple mass extinction events and maintained a position at the top of the underwater hierarchy. Now, with millions of years of evolution and adaptation under their belt, over 500 species call our Earth's oceans home. You can find them in nearly every ocean habitat. If you look at the data, this makes zero sense. There is proof that several shark species were actually in decline prior to the mass extinction that wiped out over 76% of the world's species. This should have totally annihilated the species. However, several plot twists were thrown in when the dust just began to settle. Sharks were aided by more than just one factor. These animals started thriving not long after the mass extinction because while it wiped out dinosaurs and most of life on Earth, it didn't affect sharks like it affected others. That can be credited to their insane and nearly otherworldly ability to repair damaged DNA. As it turns out, sharks have an alarmingly powerful immune system. It protects them from illness and infection. But that's not all. Sharks are built to withstand anything, including, probably, apocalyptic events. The secret is in the bones, specifically the lack of them. Their skeletons are made of soft cartilage instead. Now, normally, soft cartilage doesn't fossilize that well, which made the whole thing about finding out how sharks outlived dinosaurs a lot harder. Most of what we know came more from teeth and scales, as well as fin-spine fossils. On the other hand, it's their skeletons that have made them the overpowered beasts that they are. Because they're so lightweight, their cartilage skeletons allow them to A. conserve as much energy as possible, and B. swim for really long distances. Ever hoped of outswimming a shark? Unlikely.
No, God!
Their bodies are, again, literally built to make them apex predators of their environments. Sharks' bodies are famously tapered at both ends, which means they're one of the speediest predators underwater. How else would they have survived an ocean full of other equally bloodthirsty predators? They had to be faster than them. Most shark species have dermal denticles, which are these scales you see covering their skin. Other than making them look incredibly menacing, this has the dual purpose of offering the shark armor-like protection and decreasing any drag when they swim. They're not just fast, they're deadly silent. You'll rarely hear a shark approaching, until it's too late, until that jaw full of knife-sharp teeth are closing in on you. Even their livers are working extra hard to help them survive. A shark's liver produces this fatty oil called squalene, which helps keep them afloat. Not to mention their pectoral fins, which is what allows them to have Olympic-level moves ready to bust out at any moment. Sharks can perform sharp dives and abrupt upward swims, and have the ability to alter directions without warning. Did you know that sharks also have a sixth sense? This doesn't mean that they can read your thoughts, although imagine how fast the end of the world would come if they could. No, sharks' other superpower is their uncanny ability to sense electromagnetic fields. What does this mean? It means that they can sense the Earth's magnetic field. It also means, unfortunately for other fish in the ocean, that they can easily pick up on the electric fields that are created when animals move. That's actually why hammerheads look the way they do. Their heads are giant metal detectors. The last thing that helps sharks is their size. Now, they range from 1 to 55 feet. Back in the olden days, it wasn't surprising to run into a 60-foot-long shark. You would have been lucky if it wasn't the infamous megalodon you'd run into, which is believed to have gone extinct due to one of sharks' greatest threats. other sharks.
Check out this video. It's specially selected for you. You'll like it.